Hello and welcome back to the Dark Eye Memoria. I left off at the beginning of chapter 2 where we are speaking with Nuri. She is trying to learn how to fly, I think. I'm not quite sure what the premise is here. If she was so badly injured that she just... well, and hasn't really healed at this point. Which begs the question of why they would even try to get her to fly in the first place, but hey. Also, through consulting my walkthrough, yeah, this is probably just going to be Inuri complaining about, just being pessimistic in general about everything, because she's apparently a sad fairy now, and, well, we know that sad fairies, they tend to end up gouging your eyeballs out. But I think, well, she will... this is not really that much of a happy memory. Because Nuri got to play a great big harp, of course, and that's never a good thing, apparently. Humorous encounters, yeah, that's a... yeah, I can go with that. Boat trip, I don't know. Probably not. The first meeting, I think that was pretty nice. First adventure, all things considered, wasn't very nice. If he's thinking what I'm thinking, that's probably not... this thing is probably not a very happy memory either. I mean, that of course depends on how you did things, but I'm going with this, starting here.
Think about the first time we met. You lived in a lonely cave for years, and together we found a way to finally free you, and all the things you've seen since then.
The first thing I saw were people who wanted to kill me.
Yes, but you've also seen nice things. Do you remember?
Well, yeah, right. This then?
Do you remember that dwarf in the Tash Mountains?
The one with the blue beard? He was funny.
And the knight Bogomil Rathling?
The two of them were always arguing.
And the grouchy fisherman? And Izida, the gypsy? I'm sorry, I forgot about Izida. Nuri, you must have one nice memory. Do you remember...
Garon, you oaf! Okay, try the boat trip.
Before we reached Enqui, we went rowing on the Svelte, past fields and windmills.
We were attacked in a mill.
That was before, I meant later.
They almost killed us.
We're still alive, aren't we? It's time you become a fairy again. Do you remember how happy and carefree you used to be?
Of course I remember. That makes me even sadder.
Come on, that's enough for today.
Do I have to go back in the cage?
Unfortunately, yes. With a pet raven on my shoulder, the Andergastrians will immediately take me for a warlock again. I'm glad those days are over.
Oh well.
On the way back, let's stop by Fi's tent. He has such a carefree manner. I'm sure he'll raise your spirits.
Garon?
Yes?
I want to be like I was in former times too. But I don't know how. So much has happened.
We'll manage somehow.
Okay. We have control. And oh my god, I'm saving the game. Phew. Somewhat slightly nerve-wracking. There we go. Game all saved up. Let's, I don't know, go somewhere maybe. To the campground. You mean campsite, right?
are those people?
These statues scare me.
They look like the pillars from Fai's tale, only with faces. Hey there, what's going on?
Ryder, I can't work like this.
Master Bodia?
This man is disturbing my investigation. Talk to him, send him away. I have no time for this sort of thing.
I'm sorry, but the School of Arcane Combat of Andergast has closed off this area until further notice. You should go home.
What happened here?
A mob from the city wanted to chase a traveling merchant out of the country, and this is what became of them. Ta-da! Ancient Tulamede pillars with an Andergastrian core. No trace of the merchant.
He disappeared?
Yep, now shoo. Otherwise the same thing might happen to you too.
Everything's cursed. Fahi was our best chance to heal you.
But isn't he evil? Didn't he petrify those people?
Nuri, that was an Andergastrian lynch mob. Had I been able, I would have turned them into stone too. He must have left a trace around here somewhere. I'd better find it before the mages from the School of Arcane Combat do. Otherwise, we'll be right back where we started.
Huh. Well.
From what direction did the attack come?
A stone pillar with a stone sword and an elaborately chiseled beard. If it really were chiseled, that is.
Yeah. So much for turning people into pillars of salt. Yeah, this is not a happy sight. Let's see, we need to go around the clearing though. Hello, lady.
What did the mage look
is there
like?
any trace of the merchant?
Indeed there is. He's carrying a double kunchuma, which he uses to slice up every little pain in the neck that comes along.
What? How do you know that?
I can see it. He's standing behind you, grinning. No, we still don't know anything. Now please go away. Otherwise I'll be in even
The
more
spirit
trouble.
must have been petrified as well.
What's a double conch shenanigan? What's it? I have no idea. Well, there's not a whole lot more we can do over here. Well, that's of any use at least.
I don't hear a thing. Not a single thought.
Nuri, how about some mischievous ventriloquism?
Psst. Nuri, can you do me a favor? Distract the mage. Hop behind the statue and talk to him. He'll think you're the petrified woman.
Shall I tell him about King Chestnut and the turnip ghosts?
No, just answer his questions.
What questions and what should I say?
Listen.
How many attackers were there?
I'm guessing they were 2, but... We apparently need the most complicated answers for these questions, which are as follows.
11 to 15.
What did the mage look like?
He wore a crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast.
How do you know all that?
I don't know anything, I'm just guessing.
From what direction did the attack come?
Let's see. Here.
It came from the northeast.
And in what direction did they depart?
To the northwest. Can you remember all that?
What was he wearing again?
A crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast.
Then let's go.
Thanks, Nuri. You're a big help.
What a waste of time. It appears the spirit of these peasants has been extinguished once and for all.
Well, okay, just put him to back. Do I have to? That makes me sad.
Ha! I have contact. They came from the north west and then went where? Ryder, Where are you? I can't remember all this by myself.
That'll keep them busy for a while.
We may be on the clock now, so I'll just focus on doing this. Okay, this might be randomized for every playthrough.
Whatever's in there, it smells awful.
Enough with the smell and just get with point and clicking. Nothing there. Okay. Wasn't that a lot of fun?
Impossible. It's fastened at the top and bottom.
Well. Oh, exotic cucumbers.
They smell funny. Somehow. Oh, my head. My fex. What is this stuff?
Never mind. Aha.
A key.
That's enough, Brider. We have a statement. Have you thoroughly searched the crime scene?
Yeah, nothing there. If there's anything else, it must be in the tent. I'll just finish writing this up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let us bugger off.
Come on, close, quickly. Made it.
And don't disturb the crime scene. I'll hear every sound.
That was close. Huh? There's another one here. Apparently the mages haven't even found him yet. Prius be with me. That's the mask from the burial chamber. What else has that merchant fellow been keeping from me?
Huh. That is moderately sinister, actually. Is he like a distant descendant of that princess? Could very well be, actually.
He's got the mask firmly clutched in his hand. I need to use rougher measures if I want to get it loose.
Why would it ever be that easy, right?
It doesn't look like I can push it by hand. Good riddance.
And this helped me how exactly? Well. Right. Oh yeah. There's that chest as well. Yeah, we got
It
this.
fits. I really impressed the kid with this. She surely won't mock me again.
Okay. We have a chisel. That's apparently a good thing. Oh, no, okay. We're supposed to leave the chest open. For God knows what reason. Oh, and I just keep running back and forth, sorry. We need to go...
One more step and they'll see me.
Not that way, okay. Is this close enough then? Huh. Tell me this is close enough.
It would break, the mage would turn around and spot me at once.
if I stand over here, maybe behind the trees, you won't
It
see
would
me.
break the mage.
Okay. Yeah, we can see the bottle from here. Let's do it now.
Hey, I told you not to break anything.
He's distracted, but not so much that I can
I have
search
no
through his
idea
bag.
what
I'll
everyone
just take
sees
the
in
hammer
her.
for now.
Okay. Done that. Got the hammer. Yeah. Let's do some Indiana Jonesy stuff. We have all we need. Just have to combine these two. Use them on the thing, and we're good.
Got it, and now I'm out of here.
Yes, you are.
Oh, who do we have here? Brider, there's a new suspect. What have you got there, boy?
This?
That can't be.
Master Bodiak? What is that?
Nothing. Take it from him and give it to me. That is quite obviously a very dangerous artifact. I must immediately take it to the school for study. Question the swineherd in the meantime.
Understood. So who are you? And why are you sneaking around here?
You can't just take the artifact.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
And I'm a bird
The
catcher.
School of Arcane Combat wants to know what terrible thing has happened around here. I, on the other hand, am surprised at how boring our investigations have been so far. So please don't make this too easy for me or I'll be even more disappointed. First question. What sort of artifact was that?
That's not usually how it goes, I do believe. Now the walkthrough doesn't actually say anything about this discussion. So, yeah, well, I'm just going in with my personal knowledge. I genuinely don't know what it is. I suspect it's some magic weapon, but I will go with I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't you think it looked like a mask? Where did you find it?
Well, I did find it behind the tent.
I found it behind the tent. One of the statues had it in its hand. Is that all? Can I go now?
Boy, you are boring. You didn't even try to lie to me. This kingdom can't even get incidents of black magic right. And now for my last question. Who are you anyway?
Hey, why don't we shake things up a little?
My name is Andros.
Fine, that's all. You may go.
Seriously?
I can see from 100 paces that you're harmless. Or do you have another question before you return to your uneventful life?
What happened to the Ptolemede?
We don't know. He probably won't be too far. All his belongings are still here. We suspect he's hiding in the forest.
Your teacher seemed very excited about my artifact.
That's the way he is. He collects rare artifacts, travels around a lot for them. Supposedly, he once even went to the Rastulian Wall to Draconia. But I don't know any more about that.
Are you good at riddles?
What sort of riddles?
How about, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone?
What's the context?
I can't tell you.
Then I can't solve it.
Well, stone scarabs crush scarabs. And scarabs are, I believe, related to well, death, basically, in some mythological mythologies. Yeah, I can word sometimes. Well, I honestly can't figure that out, even if I tried, so we'll just have to see what the answer is as we go.
You're a novice at the wizard school, right?
Right, a combat mage in training. Forever damned to serve the Undergastrian nobility in their mindless squabbling with Nostria.
Why don't you leave if you don't like it?
First I have to make it through my training.
What happened here?
Didn't I already tell you? Last night, 5 Undergastrians got together at the Fat Ham Inn to drive a Talamid merchant from the forest. And they were found like this the next morning.
You didn't say that they met at the inn, or that there were 5 of them.
Well, now you know. Well, I think that's enough. Get lost so I can keep searching in peace.
I think I've seen enough. Come on, Nuri. I'll take you home.
You could have stepped over that, you know. Good grief.
What should we do now?
Did you hear what the mage said? She mentioned there were 5 people in the mob, but there were only 4 pillars in the clearing. What if the 5th person escaped? There would be a witness.
Or you just let me stay a raven. It isn't all that bad.
Not as long as I can do something about it. I'll ask around in town and try to find out what happened to Faye. You better stay here.
I'm tired anyway. I'll just sleep for a while. Will you wake me if there's any news?
I will. Sweet dreams.
Okay. Just touching this up a little. Now we need to search for a witness to this whole attack. And where else can we... Oh! Hello. Who are you?
Anyone who's different will end up there sooner or later. At least I was spared that when I was young.
Huh. These all look like the same pigs. Of course, pigs kind of often do look the same.
I prefer the well outside the gates, and since yesterday I also know why.
Okay. Not quite sure I do, but that's not necessary. So, when we get into the inn, we are going to have a few conversations that are going to take a bit of time. And yeah, I will save that for next episode, basically. So, that's enough for this episode. People, see you in the next one. Stay tuned.